Hi, I'm Parneet Jaggi, and this is going to be the fourth lecture in the series on Look Back in Anger, a famous play by John Osborne. Now, as we saw, John Osborne was a popular playwright, screenwriter, and an actor known for his intense critical stance towards established social and political norms. Now, this play, Look Back in Anger, published in 1956, transformed the English theatre for several reasons, and we are going to be looking into that specific reason why Look Back in Anger was significant. We are going to be analyzing this play, Look Back in Anger, as a post-war document mirroring the European society. Now, it was actually the first well-known example of kitchen sink drama. So we are going to be talking here about the two iconic motifs of the play, the two concepts that are the angry young man and the kitchen sink drama. So now, what is this kitchen sink drama? Now, this is a style of theatre that actually explored the emotion and the drama that lied beneath the surface of the ordinary domestic life. Like in this play, we have Jimmy Porter, the main character, the protagonist, who became the model for also the angry young man. Now, this was a title, a nickname given to an entire generation of artists and the common people, the working young men, the working class young men in the post-World War II British society. Now, the angry young man motif came to be associated with a group of young writers and artists. Like we also have Osborne in that category and Kingsley Amis, they were the foremost among them, that the cultural public believed to personify a kind of an anger, a boredom and a frustration with British cultural life that many working class families felt during this time. And secondly, the idea of the kitchen sink drama was also a revelation, a new thing for British theatre. The stylings of most British theatre before Look Back in Anger favoured the Victorian dramas or comedies or stagings of classical plays. So in a general sense, the Victorian plays dealt mostly with polite themes from late 19th and early 20th century upper ruling class section. Now, in contrast here, Osborne's play depicted the raw emotions, the crude emotions, the real emotions, and the living conditions of the working class. So, this style of theatre was given the name of kitchen sink because of its focus on the interior, domestic and emotional life of ordinary people. So, in case of this play, Look Back in Anger, the kitchen is literally a part of the set. Then we have the cultural backdrop of the play is the rise and fall of the British Empire. Now, the beginning of the 20th century saw the peak of power and influence of British colonialism. And by the 1950s, two world wars that devastated the British economy and the rise of United States as a new world military and political power meant that the British Empire had entered a steep decline. Now, this character, Jimmy Porter, is representative of an entire culture that remained nostalgic for this past glory. He idealizes the worthy causes of the past even when he mocks those who cannot understand why the times have changed as much as they have. Like we see, the story begins in the ordinary flat apartment of Jimmy and Alison, and this setting is actually mid-1950s small town England. Then, as we've already seen the story, the action proceeds with the relationship issues of these three characters, and later coming of Helena is an important, significant event in their life. Then we see that Look Back in Anger is a play that appeared in a time of crucial transition from Britain's Victorian past into the modern 20th century. Jimmy's rage and anger is his expression of pent-up emotion and his need for life in a world that has become listless and uninteresting. This anger became a symbol of the rebellion against the political and social malai of British culture. So we see Jimmy's anger is destructive to himself and also to those around him. And the psychological violence of the play received a great deal of criticism. Critics even today agree, however, that the play is central to an understanding of the British life in the 20th century and thus a crucial piece of literature in the British canon. So this was an important segment of the study of the play Look Back in Anger, because we see this play as an important document of the modern British theatre and as an important document of the nostalgic drama of the frustrated post-war generation of Europe. So we see how this play can be seen as a post-war document mirroring European society. Thank you for now.